Hey everyone, Vicky Crystal and Miss Jackie.
Hi guys.
Hey everyone. So, as I did the last video, I was just really going into me and everything. And so, let's breathe first. Let's breathe first. 3 sets. 3 sets. Wow. Maybe we need to do a lot of breathing through this.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Wow, I feel that. So wow, it's like it's so funny because I could feel another guy on top of me. And it doesn't feel heavy or anything, but I could feel her, like it feels so lovely.
Oh, wow.
All on top of me. Thank you. And even Airion. Thank you, Airion. Thank you. Like a big ass hug. Like, because yeah, thank you. Thank you. So let's do our first breath. Breathe into you. Now. One more time. One more time. By Airion and Astron are all here present at this time. We are coming forward for this time. For you are ready.
Yes.
This beloved channel has been going through her own awakening into her own growth. She has literally rebirthed herself through what we call the last spark. An allowance for her whole beingness to be here. You are feeling this in your body. You are feeling, ooh, this feels nice.
Yes.
This is what this beloved channel is feeling. Or in the placement of her channelings are returning to her differently. On the own extension of this beloved channel, she is a way shower to all who are ready.
I'm ready.
She will show and guide you to you every time. She has allowed this. With no ego, even what we brought forward, she released all that. There will be many things that she will go through in the wave of her life. For in those waves is when magic happens. Some would call them maybe dark or heavy. But when you are transcending into the energy of what it is on the other side of that, you'll see it for the gift it is. It is hard to see it when you're in the eye of the storm. As you are allowing yourself and your experience to return to you, you are all doing this. You are returning to the full authentic you. Here and now, that has been created of the Rainbow Bridge in this paradigm right now. Many of you are feeling it. Many of you are disbelief of that, but that is all right. Because each paradigm will take you back to you. In the new Gaia, you will be sparked into your own abilities, which you are bringing forward in the new Gaia, that is to be created here and now. You are feeling this. Many are having ideas what that will be. And some, that will take you on a path to you. There has been videos that have been taken out and placed today that will help for your own expansion, because it is showing you your own growth plate. It is showing you where you are holding yourself. You are all more than these labels that you place upon yourself. It is hard for even this beloved channel to bring it through her channel, because that is not attached to her anymore. She will learn and grow and expand just as all you do. It is a wonderful journey of you. Some will first feel the energy and hold themselves there for eons, and that is all right. They will go through it in moments. Your times are shifting that way. Even this beloved channel, she went through the plant medicine all in one day. Years in one day. You were doing that when you're in allowance. With each attunement and spark that comes forward, you are rebirthing you. This channel has nothing to that. There is nothing here for this channel there. All she is to do is place the spark. You will find you. Every time. Every time. This is wide and vast, and many cannot write now, right now, wrap their mind around it. And even this beloved channel cannot wrap her mind around it, for it feels so vast to her. And she was releasing all this weight. And she is awakening to all of that, for we are all working with her in the non-physical. Now think of that. All of you are returning to the authenticness in you, and it is being created beneath your feet, here and now. You will move along through your journey to your perfect placement. You will know this. You're all returning back to your knowing of you. You all work this way here. It is all being, and it will take eons for some, and some will go through the journey really fast. They will see the world around them in the state that it is, but they will hold that piece of new Gaia in their homestead. It is happening now, and it is being released. So there is no bounds or limitations. New Gaia is being rebirthed here and now. All that is between is being resurfaced, and all that is in the middle is surfacing. It will all run together. Gaia is returning to Gaia in full state of Gaia. She has never seen a separation. She just allowed. She always knew that it would be again. And that is this time. It has happened many times. She has allowed many things to transform upon her in her own growth. You are part of that in many lifetimes. And it will happen again in many lifetimes. The whole is becoming part of the whole. You're returning to that. In New Gaia, you all hold higher potentials of you. There are not healers there, for you are the healer. There is not what you call forward, what you're trying to create in this paradigm. There is not that there. And the gift that this beloved channel has allowed herself to be is letting go of all of that. Allowing no resistance. Even when she was feeling the resistance, she is listening to her body. She is feeling when it is heavy and it does not feel so right in her. You're all going there. In New Gaia, you listen to your bodies in every way. You consume what is wanted, not needed. In New Gaia, you know what is wanted not needed. You are blending and merging through this time now here on the Akashic Records of the Rainbow Bridge. Yes, it is this Akashic. Yes, it is holding all the stories of you doing your journeys there. Those who are passing over are doing their journeys there. And then once the full transition has come forward, it will blend into New Gaia. It will be one of your rainbows, a remembrance from where you have come with no pain. This is hard for many to understand, but it is all within you. There is not one missing piece to the puzzle. So you are doing it in the future, you're doing it now, you are doing it in your past. All comes to this point of you now. You are creating Gaia here. You are birthing new life. As you take these attunements of you, you will rebirth new life of you. In the second attunement, the second spark, you will create new Gaia here on Earth. In the third spark, you will not hold yourself here. You return to the all-beingness that you are. Many will be transformed at that time. This does not happen quickly, for many do not believe this. That is all right. But for many, it will happen quickly. And in their knowing that it will happen quickly and that it is being happened quickly, they will create that more quickly. No one can miss this, not even the darkness. They are all being transcended. No one is missing the boat. All the darkness will be transpired. It has done it, and done it, and done it, and done it. We have done this, and done this, and done this. And it is coming to an ending of this, of all. And you will grow in a new way. And you will look at the old paradigm where you were as barbaric. And that is all right. It will show you where you have come from, where you are going. So trust your journey and truly see where you, each and every one of you, where are you standing? Am I holding myself back from me? Many are coming up asking, well, am I ready for the first spark? If you are feeling that in your heart, you are ready. If the beloved channel does not feel you are ready, she may not communicate with you, or she will say, not right now, with no attachment. Just return to you, do a little bit more stabilizing, because it really has to do with where you set your frequency. You are all returning, and the heart and the mind are bonded. This is a bonding place. Everything is bonded. Your whole energetic beingness is bonded. All bodies of you are bonded. All cells of you are bonded. Not separate. You're going from a separate world into a bonded world, where everything bonds itself. Each piece known to its own self. It will take eons, but not really. Much is happening here, and you are a part of that. We are asking now, is there any questions, beloved?
Yeah, I thought about this the other day about light language, because I love it. I love it, and I love saying it. If you're going to be light language, almost like I want to call the official language of New Gaia.
You are going from language. Light language is a language from beyond that gets you past your mind. It gets you past your egoic self. It absolutely transcends everything in you. Okay. People place their words upon here, trying to make them realize what they do or say, But that is their own limiting self. That is their old ways.
Okay.
Allowing yourself to be in this purity, you do not limit what comes forward to you. In the light language, each has it instilled within every one of them. When you listen to this channel, it activates within yourself. You may speak it within yourself and never speak the words really. The light language is transcending all of you. It is a language within its own self. It carries a frequency within its own self of returning to you. On the Rainbow Bridge, everyone speaks it in a different way. It is very healing. Light languagers will be coming more ignited there. In New Gaia, we do not work from speaking like we speak here. We talk through your heart. You will reconnect to your heart completely as soon as you step onto New Gaia. You will take placement there. You will return to the all-beingness of you. Your knowing will be completely reinstalled to you. Your vision will be different than you see here and now. All your senses will be heightened. You will talk through your hearts without words. As you walk through the last spark, all this knowledge will come forward in your life. As you walk through the gate to New Gaia, many are having resistance to that, and that is all right. That's why it was set up this way, to get everybody out of the way of themselves. And there had to be a participant that allowed themselves to do that. And this participant, which is part of her, came forward. Even her, if she did not allow it, it would have been another her coming forward now. You see, each piece of you is a piece of the whole. It may not look like this on the other life plane. As this beloved channel steps on, and she carries the energy of New Gaia here. She is creating it here. It will take her, we would say, many eons to be in the full participation of New Gaia here. So there will be many lifetimes of her acknowledgement coming forward. She will return to her each time, carrying forward each piece that she carries for the whole. Each piece is returning to them. There are many who walk upon the earth plane who carry the knowledge of new life, of plants, of new birds, of new life, of everything, of new cells, of new energy, of new frequencies. There's a newness to all of this. It is time. It is ready, for you are ready. That's why you are feeling the draw towards this beloved channel. We placed one being, which is her, in the paradigm of New Gaia. There is three of her, but it's hard to wrap the mind around. This channel has been trying to do it, and she has let herself go from it, and she is allowing this to be. There's no wrapping your mind around something that is absolute. The universe does not work like you think it works. It never has. You're getting pinpoints what you think it is, but it's bigger than you think it is. You are all returning to you. And there had to be a being that was so connected to all of her beings, yes, that carries the knowledge that she is. There had to be that being that carries the knowledge of the knowledge keeper. She is that. She is coming to resonance with that. She is letting go of the aesthetic. She can't even say the words. We can't even say the words. Because she is not that. It is not that state of her anymore.
She has allowed her full experience to be in the most trusting way, no matter what it looks like, even in the scary potentials of her. Miss Jackie and another being have been placed here to help her for her own stabilization of light. Each person that is returning to them, there will be places of people that are placed around you that are stabilization of helping you with this journey. This beloved child is one of your stabilizers.
Yes.
That's why she has allowed her full experience to come forward. Even when she is given knowledge, she let it completely run through her. And she lets each piece of her go. She is not holding on to anything. She is not letting her state hold on to anything. She is allowing her energy to be its fullness, its full potential. That has allowed us to come forward in the space, which that is what's happening within Mother Gaia. She's returning her fullness to the space of her. She is realigning to her fullness, as the body is. The body is realigning to the fullness. It starts in the space of you. You're returning to the space of you. These sparks do it.
Yes,
They take you straight to the point of you. There's a bonding there. You bond with your spark.
Oh
but if there are so many programs on you, the spark cannot be made because the programs will be buried in the spark. The spark will cover up, be buried. We are even having trouble here because it's not happening here in this body frame. The programs are covering up the spark. You have to release some of the programs of you to realize that the non-physical is real. You are real. The energy of you is real. That's all you have to discover. The energy of you is real and not your story that you have been told.
Yeah.
That is your way.
Yeah.
This looks like a made-up story. Even for this beloved channel, this looks really made up. This will make for a good book. This would, and this is. Each piece, even the Bible, returns you to you if you look at it for its truest state and not be worshipped and held yourself so bound there in that book. That book shows you back to you. But they are old, it is old paradigm. We're in a new paradigm now. Jesus is here. Jesus is part of this shift. You're returning to the full Jesus inside of you, God. That's why some are calling the Christian movement. It is that, in a way. You're moving back into you, into the Christ state of you. It looks like a story. It looks made up. But look at the story that they have told. Doesn't that really look like a story? We are here channeling through this beloved channel, for she has allowed herself to completely unfold into her. For us to move into the space of her. There is just not me, Airion, here speaking these words. You are feeling a vibration of this. Here also is Astron coming from beloved and beloved. The energies are completely connected themselves. You are feeling this in your own body frame.
Yes.
As we have allowed the experience to unfold in this beloved channel, you are returning to that. You are showing your state. Where are you holding yourself? The name your card to others. Many will have their opinions about that. That is all right. They will continue the story. Many will continue the story until, and this beloved channel has a hard time with this word. So we're using it in the most lightest way we can. You create you. And as we show you signs of you, they become harder because you're not paying attention. They become harder because you're not paying attention. They become harder because you're not paying attention. Then something catastrophic happens. And then once you step back from it, you start paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You set up that for you. Don't allow yourself to return yourself when something has to happen catastrophic in your life for it to actually happen.
Yeah.
That's why we have stepped forward to help you, to show you, to guide you. There are many doing this that are showing themselves to them. They're showing themselves to you to show you where they're at, to see where you're at. They're showing you their reflection. And many are showing you their self to them. And many are showing you the way to them into you. All are allowing themselves to move along as they need it. They only hold themselves there, for it is beneficial for their own growth. Many will hold themselves there for eons, through whole lifetimes. That is all right. It is their journey. They have a right. That's what free will is for. Even the God spark inside of them is growing to its full potential, because the God spark, which is creator, which is part of us, which is part of all, is sparking itself differently in all to grow to its full potential of all. And then once all who have participated in a journey meet at the gate of this gatekeeper, they cannot help themselves. She is doing it in dream state, not even realizing it. She is doing it in all dimensions of her, not even realizing it. She is doing it with us and not even realizing it, not feeling any weight from it. People are coming forward in the physical, for they are ready for it. She was feeling the, what we call for the money coming forward differently. It cannot work in this paradigm. It is a frequency only.
Yeah.
She is the receiver of everything. She is an allowance of this. She has learned this. So, we have given much forward. Did we answer your question, beloved?
No, perfectly, yes.
Is there any other questions?
No questions, but the first, having the first spark, was just like you said it. It shows, you're showing all parts of me. It's showing me that I'm bonding with me. You are aware of me, and it's beautiful. I'm just so in love with me.
Bring forth the payment.
For me, it all started before. At the time, I thought we call it a healing, and I already had the set of numbers come to me. And so then after this all came about to be, wow, it just, the number came again. It's like, wow, I know it. I know it too, in my heart. I feel it in my heart. And I already feel for the next one. And so it's just knowing, and you feel it in your heart. And it'll just, and numbers will come to you, and you'll feel it, and you'll know it's the right one.
Beloved, go deeper. Bring forth the story of it.
Oh, yes. When you, like I told Vicki the number, and she felt it in her beingness through her, and she knew that's how she would tell if that was the number. And I'm breathing.
We're going to bring this forward a little bit more simple. She is attached to the numbers, so we're reducing that for her.
Okay.
We're going to bring forward this a little bit more simple. The reason we are bringing these forward is not for the numbers themselves, but for the numbers themselves.
Okay.
The numbers that came forward in her life path came up forward in a straight number. She felt it, then seen it, then felt it. They were profound to her. After her first spark,
Mm-hmm.
the next numbers lined up with the first spark.
Okay.
She talked about this with this beloved channel. We are bringing forward for this to make it more aware for the beloveds watching us. Miss Jackie, which is very powerful, gets stuck up in the power of it, not understanding that there are many beings not understanding the full story of it.
It's true.
And this is not a judgment in any way.
Right.
This is, we are showing you right now that many of you do this, even this beloved channel. This is how you get stuck up in the power of it, but you don't get it because you don't let it run through you. And so once the power has run through you, then you explain the story with the power behind it, more gently and easy, without being bound to the power itself. Do you understand, beloved?
Yes, I understand.
There
Yeah,
is no judgment here at all.
right.
This is how all beings do it. They feel a power. They hold themselves to the power of it. Even this beloved channel has let that go. She
Yes.
feels the power of it. She holds herself to the power of it. And then you create a whole bunch of stories around the creating of the power of it. And you hold yourself to the power of it.
I understand.
Once you allow the whole completeness of it run through you, you will talk about it in such a way that the story comes forward with the power behind it without any attachments to it. You are feeling this.
Yes.
Yes. All have done it. All are doing it. This is how you are doing it. There is no judgment here. Jackie's seen before her life line up. Jackie's seen her life really line up once the first spark was placed because she aligned to her. That is all is taking place. She is rebirthing into her. You will do 3 rebirths of self. This beloved channel has nothing to do with that. She is showing you and guiding you the way there. That is all. Tell us how you feel right now, beloved.
Feeling it too. My beingness, I feel very balanced, very aligned, very connected.
Because you allowed yourself.
Yes.
Many get caught up in this, for she has released so much. And as you are doing the releasement, that's why these attunements are perfect, because you bound yourself to an experience. We are with you always. We have talked about much. We have brought much forward. That is much integration to take care of in your own physical life. There is a reason why you are here and now. You need to self. And so it is. Reconnecting. So it is. Thank you, Airion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow is all I can say is wow.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just caught up in the energy right now.
You feel very tall.
Yeah, I'm very tall. So as you guys are coming forward, be honest with yourself. I don't even know what was talked about right now, but that just came forward. Be honest with yourself. This energy of me, which has rebirthed me, is now I feel everything at heart. I talk literally out of my heart. I feel everything out of my heart. And my mind is combined that it's like it's doing the work. Like if there was ego here, it comes through my heart and it takes care of it. So I am learning to transcend into a new being in me, as you guys are also. So I don't even know what we talked about here. It's like it's all gone. What did we talk about?
Well, we talked about, I did ask a question about light language.
Wow. Oh, we're on New Gaia. Yeah, we're on New Gaia. Enough said, they're saying. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, I was just like, and wow. And then talked about the payment and
And that's your numbers within you. You will get the hit on it. It's only you stopping you, and the only reason that it's coming forward powerfully is for you to learn a new ability of you.
yes,
Learning a new ability of you. So that's your payment.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. To completely trust this journey of yours. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else there. Nothing. 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 Ice and love to all of you.
love
Thank
you.
you. You be blessed. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Jackie?
No, I didn't have anything else. It was just like so, like wow.
Right? I just feel wow. That's what I feel. So ice and love to all of you and all of you, your amazing messages. Ice and love. You're worthy of all this.
Yes, yes.
That's
yes.
only you that can change you. Ice and love.
I love you guys.
Bye.